Okay, so here me and Rocco are practicing waiting at thresholds. So right now we're going to use the gate. I've been using doors for interior doors and exterior doors. Up right here, we're just going to use the gate. So I go ahead and open it. He waits lovely, so I release him. And we go through and just, we're excited to go through. And since we're going outside, someplace that he enjoys, I'm not using treats here. The releasing him into the environment is his reward at this moment. Okay, so here we are coming back in. And right here, when I go ahead to open the gate, he pops up for a second, and all I do is just close the gate, and I wait for the sit again, and I'll keep doing that. I'm not asking him no sit, no. I said wait, no. I'm just letting him make the right choice by closing it, letting him try again. So he's doing really well. Okay, so here we are working on some leave it.
Leave it?
So I'm at the point inside where I can present him something and ask him to leave it pretty much right away, and he will usually. But you'll notice that I'm going ahead and marking
Yes.
when he's already turning his head away again. So I'm taking a few steps back in this behavior, and that's because I'm outside today.
Leave it?
So
Yes.
once he gets good at certain behaviors indoors or wherever he's used to doing those, I like to take it to new locations. Um, and that kind of makes it a little bit more challenging
Yes. Good boy.
without making it super duper hard too fast. And we can do this with any behaviors: sits, downs, waits. If he learns place later, recalls, him doing it indoors and doing amazing is going to be very, very different than him doing it outside and doing well. So
Leave it?
it's a good challenge. It's good practice for these skills that we know he understands.
Leave it?
But we do have to sometimes remember when we ask him to do something he knows in a new environment, we might have to take a step back, make it a little easier since we went ahead and made it a little harder in other aspects. But he did really well, and by the end, I was asking him to leave it
Good job.
when I presented it to him the first time. So he did great. Okay, and here is a little compilation of recalls throughout the day. I try to get some on video.
Yes.
So the first few are outside in the backyard, and then we do a little bit of recall inside with dogs around, inside without dogs around. So, and he does great with recall. He's really,
Good
really
job.
nailed it. I started off by just using his name, and towards the end, I use his recall word, and he does incredible.
Good job. Rocco! Boop, boop, boop. Come! Yes! Good job! Very good.
Do you have to walk them around and like if they're not
Rocco! Come! Yes, there you are. Hi, buddy. Did such a good job.
Okay, so here we are at puppy class. The way puppy class works is all the puppies and their families sit outside of Megan's fenced yard, and one by one, the puppies take turns coming in and meeting adult dogs. Some of Megan's dogs, I brought one of my dogs, and that way they can interact, they can learn some body language. Adult dogs are going to be the most amazing dogs to teach our dogs what what's the correct way to behave dog wise. They're going to do it a lot better and a lot quicker than we ever could. So it's really good for them to get out and kind of socialize with dogs that we know are going to be safe and appropriate. That being said, Rocco here is quite overwhelmed. He's very nervous, and I do think that's more of the environment that we're in versus the dogs, because he has met many dogs at my house and he does pretty okay. He's pretty confident around other pups, unless they're crazy, which I expect that, and that's more.
regal. She's so regal.
It's more appropriate for him to be very concerned about crazy dogs than the dog being crazy itself. So, not really concerned there, but we did just meet Allie today because he's very stressed out in this new environment. But he's coping through it. He's wandering away from me. He's checking in with Megan and our other trainer. He's sniffing. He's interested. He's not completely shut down. So I think this is a good experience for him. I don't think it was overwhelming or too much. I think it was just the right amount of stress to be exposed to kind of at this age. So I'm really glad we came. And he did very well.